Hello. Hi, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Okay. Let me get some light in here. I like light. Okay. Okay. So, hi, guys. Hello, 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 hello. I am Intuitive Mom, Alexis. And we are going to do a beautiful episode today, right? Let me get my iPad open. Let me go to not now. Okay. We are going to do a reading. No, we're not doing a reading. We're going to do a talk. So I titled this Powerful Shifts Happening and Spiritual Attackers Getting Indicted. Right? So we are going to jump right into it, okay? This is episode 5, season 8, episode 5. And I've been doing these lives for a while, right? And then afterwards I'll do a reading. So, as soon as I say I'm gonna do a live, here come the little Virgo. Is this the Virgo or the Aquarius? Okay, it's the Virgo. Come on through. Come on through. We live. Looky like I'm good. This is my twin, y'all. He don't want to come on camera. It's my twin. So, the only one of my kids look like me. Okay, the other two, they look like their father. Hey, it's my baby. But anywho, so I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys because my ears have been ringing, right? And I've been getting downloads. And today, actually, I know that I knew I was supposed to be talking like way earlier than this. It's almost 11 o'clock, right? Central Standard Time. So it's almost, what, 12 somewhere else? Okay. So I knew I was supposed to be talking today. But I actually... So it's so weird because, like, Spirit was talking to me today. My ancestors was talking to me. My spirit guides was talking to me today. And, you know, they was like, you got a message to share. Even right now, my ears are ringing. And it's this left ear now, right? But earlier, it was my right ear. And I went over, like, what the ear ringing thing mean. I explained that to people because this is actually something that a lot of us are about to, like, really be experiencing. And you need to be able to tell, is it about you or is it about somebody else, right? So earlier, my right ear was ringing. And when my right ear was ringing, I actually had a dream about two of my, two people on Twitter, two women on Twitter, right? Not a crazy dream, but like we were inside of a church helping people. And I don't go to church. And from what I do know about these women, they don't go to church either. They are spiritualists in the spiritual community, but they don't go to church. To actual building. They do believe in God. They believe in, you know, other deities as well too. But anyway, I won't speak on them. So I had a dream about these two women, and it's weird because I don't know neither one of them from a can of paint in real life. And I woke up and I was like, damn, I had a dream about two of my followers. Good job. I was like, I had a dream about two of my followers on Twitter. And I know that we are supposed to be doing something together. So, and it's weird because I knew exactly who they were, right? And so today when my ears was ringing, I was like, I'm ignoring it because I was ignoring it because earlier I was actually 444 on the clock thingy timer thing, right? I was actually like kind of sad, right? I was going through something emotionally, right? And so in my spirit guide, you know, let me stop saying my spirit guide, my son. Okay, y'all, everybody knows that my son passed away, right? So my son was like talking to me, and he was like telling me like it's okay. So I'm watching this TV show called Alchemy of the Souls. It's a Korean movie, sitcom, whatever. It's like a Korean show. This shit ain't in English, right? So and I've actually watched this like a few times. Like I watch Korean dramas anyway. So while I was watching it, a lot of stuff was like coming to me. I skipped through the parts because I just go to like the love part of it, right? So my son was like talking to me, and he's like, so you just gonna sit here and just, you know, like just watch this and you gonna ignore what I'm telling you? I was like, I'm not ignoring it, you know, I'm just actually sad that something happened in my personal life. And I was like, I just don't want to, I don't want to say I don't want to deal with the spiritual stuff. I don't want to deal with other people's problems, right? So then it became a my problem. Okay. Then this ear stopped ringing and this ear started ringing, and it became a my problem, right? So I'm like, damn. I've been the reason why I titled this as what the fuck did I title this shit as? Let me try not to cuss so much too, because my son is here. Okay. Powerful shifts happening and spiritual attackers getting indicted. Okay. I'm gonna have to like remember that. Y'all, if y'all don't know, like follow me on Twitter. Okay. This is my Twitter. This is what my Twitter looks like. Okay. It's IntuitiveMom_me. All right. That's my Twitter. Twitter has me shadow banned. Okay. They had me shadow banned ever since like 2009, 10, since I said something to Charlemagne, okay, about breast implants. I don't know. I know what I said, but he got, we were going, me and Charlemagne, the God or whatever the case is, we were going like back and forth a long time ago, and I've been shadow banned ever since then. So but I don't care. I still have my same Twitter, but I only have 837 followers, and I have been here since 2008. Okay, so I know I'm shadow banned, but I don't get on Twitter to be famous. I'm not on Twitter to be famous. I'm actually on Twitter to talk shit, okay, and expose people and talk and do the work that I do. Like, it's like an online journal for me. Same as this. I don't care if people watch or don't watch or whatever the case is. I'm going to continue to make my videos. They're going to reach whoever they need to reach. I do this stuff in real life. I'm very well provided for and taken care of. Okay? So, the internet stuff really don't mean much to me. It does, but it doesn't. Okay? If you guys are not following me, go ahead, like this video, follow me. It will really help. If you don't want to help, then okay. All right. Just watch in silence. But that is the point of my live. So, okay. I won't talk about right now, but later on, I am going to actually be saying somebody's name in the spiritual community. She does readings. If you've been on my channel before, then you know who I'm talking about. If you've been on my Twitter before, then you know who I'm talking about, okay? I will be talking about her, but just because I don't want to call on her demons right now, I'm actually going to, I'm a witch, okay? So before I call on her, not call on her demons, but before I get into like details, I want to tell y'all about this shift that's happening in the spiritual community, in the regular community, and everything. I'm going to say the spiritual community, okay? Because that's who I'm talking to, really. Whether you get readings, you do spiritual work, you do healing work, you do Reiki, whatever the case is. Whether you do any of that, I am talking to you. If you even get readings, I'm talking to you, okay? If you're online watching tarot readers, I'm talking to you. It looks like I got something on my lip, but I don't. Okay? I'm talking to you. So, the shift that is happening is people are literally going to sleep and waking up that everybody has intuitive gift. Everybody has an intuitive gift, right? My hands are starting to itch too. Everybody has this gift. In the Bible, okay? Corinthians, second chapter, Corinthians, I think that's what it is. They talk about, not I think, I know, I gotta speak from a I know perspective, okay? Because I am intuitive mom, okay? They talk about everybody being born with spiritual gifts, right? See, I'm so glad that I don't care about let me see. There we go. Thank you, sis. I'm so glad I don't care about followers. So you can say whatever you want, but I'm still gonna like report you or block you or whatever. You know, however it goes. Anyway. So anywho, so everybody is waking up and realizing that they have a gift of discernment. They might have a gift of reading. They might have a gift of writing, even being claircognizant, like just knowing, okay? Clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant. It's like different clairs out there, right? Some people have the gift to heal with their hands. Some people have the gift to heal, you know, just like with their bodies and all that different stuff, okay? It's like it's a lot of different healing gifts out here. And the thing is that people are waking up and like realizing, damn, I could have sworn that I just like blocked you. I don't even know what this girl anyway, we gonna ignore Katie. How do I put the user in timeout? 24 hours. There you go. Okay. We just put her ass in timeout. But anyway, hell, let me say this too. Hell is here on earth when you are practicing something that you are not supposed to be practicing. That's hell, baby. Okay? There is no place outside of this that is hell. Like hell is literally when you are tapping into shit that you ain't supposed to tap into, okay? But anyway, so and I'm more than protected. Like I've been through hell because I've tapped into things that I shouldn't have tapped into, and I've been through hell and I'm back. Okay, been back a couple times. I am a temperance, so I dazzle between motherfuckers death and life and life and death. Okay, so nobody can really like scare me or nobody's can project the evil eye on me because I have a gift that allows me to walk with my divine mother. The very first divine mother that I'm walking with is God. Okay? Hi, big dog. This is my last motherfucking lifetime walking. And I was born with no karmic debt. And I talk about this in my videos to know if you know how to, see if you're born with any karmic debt. I was born with no karmic debt. So I'm going to live a long life that involves me being hurt, that involves me being in love, out of love, in love, out of love. I'm going to go through a lot of shit. This is the contract that I took on so that I can get on here with whoever, whatever, and discuss whatever I can that spirit tells me to talk about. Okay? So anyway, Katie, yeah, have a good day. Okay, you in timeout. So anywho, so people, these spiritual gifts that people are like waking up to, right, is realizing that we are all here on this earth to do something, right? Everybody takes on some type of contract when they come into this world. There's a book. Let me go get this book real quick. Okay. This is the book. Okay. It is called Sacred Contracts. Okay. Awakening Your Divine Potential by Carolyn Mays. Okay. This book right here. This is a book. It talks about different archetypes or whatever the case is. Okay. So this person is like a, it don't matter. You can okay. So I'm gonna just let her, I'm gonna go ahead and let her keep talking. She ain't gonna distract me from this message, okay? Everything that's sent towards me is returned back to sender ×3. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, don't curse yourself like that. That shit wouldn't even be right. Anybody that's sending anything back to me, whether you hiding behind a fake page or a real page, is returned back to sender. You see this divine mother behind me? That's Cali Ma, okay? You see this good brother Nipsey Hussle? Hey, that's a Leo. Don't make him roar like a motherfucking lion, bitch, okay? But anywho, so, and it's probably one of my rivals hiding behind a fake page or whatever that's on here to see if I'm about to get ready to talk about her. Because that's what she do, okay? So, anywho, so, oh, my ears are ringing. So, people are waking up and realizing that they are, literally, like, they have these gifts, right? Now, you're supposed to use these gifts with discernment. So, how do I turn off the caption? Like, there we go. Hide all chat messages. I don't care what y'all saying in the chat. So, anywho, so powerful shifts are happening, right? Now, the thing is, I'm just going to jump right into it. You know what? I'm just going to jump right into it because that's just the devil right there. I'm going to jump right into it. So, for like 4 years, right? Not even 4 years. Let me see. What is this? 2020. Oh, this is 2024. So like 4 years, right? Not 4 years because I kind of shut it down in last year, right? Kind of shut it down last year. But I still keep the bitch on the leash. So it was this, it's so hard to like just jump into it because I be feeling like I need to like share the whole details, right? So I've experienced doing what I do, right? Doing the stuff that I do. I've experienced a lot of spiritual attacks. And I have literally like prayed. And I have said like, why am I under spiritual attacks, right? Like, why am I going through things? So I go back and I look in my notebooks and I look at the manifestations that I wrote. And I'm like, I don't wish, I never, ever, ever, ever in my life, I never thought that destiny swapping was real. Like somebody, you know, trying to swap destinies with you. Spiritual attacks, I knew it was real because, this is not the first spiritual attack I ever been under, okay? I got a scar on my eye like Ursula Dontor. So, it wasn't the first spiritual attack that I witnessed where I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on, right? So, let me look at a card real quick, something. Okay, exchanging gifts. Okay, so I'm saying what I need to say. I'm like, give me a message, okay? people really want, there are chosen ones out here, right? And I hate to use the word like chosen ones because, like I said, everybody has spiritual gifts, right? But there are real high ranking people that are out here, and it doesn't matter if you were a high priestess in your last life, okay? It doesn't matter if you were an empress in your last life. It doesn't matter if you served next to Anubis in your last life. It does not matter. Some people are sent to earth to experience certain trials. So when they return back to their original form, you know, the angel that sits either with God or you sit with another higher ranking person, it's like in your heart of heart, when you come down here to earth, like as I'm a spirit, you know, I'm Alexis, I'm a spirit. Oh, my ears is ringing loud now. You are who you are. Even Katie, you know, the little motherfucker that was just in the street. She Katie supposedly, right? She's Katie, but is she really true to herself? In our original form that we come from, there's no religion. There is no religion. There is no religion. So when you're born into a family that has arranged marriages, or you're born into a family where you are one of the men that does not get married, or you know, you have to be a shaman this lifetime, or you have to be a divorcee this lifetime, or you have to experience certain things. When you are born into this life, you take on that spiritual contract. So I have always been a hard read, okay? Like, I've had readers try to read me, and being who I am, I can manipulate the energy. And I'm like, how am I able to do this? They're not telling me the truth. I could tell they're not telling me the truth. I took this class called the Sacred Woman Journey, right? My sister, she's on one of my lives, Amanda. She's big dog in Detroit, right? I took the Sacred Woman Journey with this lady named Maymuna, right? And Maymuna. I said I wasn't going to name drop, but then I decided that I am going to name drop today, okay? And I'm about to tell y'all like about a couple of my spiritual teachers and stuff that I been involved with and stuff like that. I'm not about to name drop everybody because some of them don't mean any harm, even though they are doing harm. But I'm a reader myself, so I know if you're doing harm on purpose. Okay, if you intentionally doing something, I know it, right? So, and plus, before I ever call anybody out or say anything, I always it's 11:11, y'all. I always let them know what they're doing wrong. It's not like I just like expose people and I just like be like, this bitch is a liar, she's a fraud, or whatever the case is. I don't do that. I like literally like a slide. I slide in your DM like a motherfucker and be like, baby, don't be lying to the people like that, okay? Fight for your right. I have an Aquarius in Mars. So my objective is to always fight for the truth for the collective. That's me having Mars in Aquarius in the third house. I'm going to speak truth to you first and let you correct yourself first before I ever even say anything to you, okay? So anyway, I took this lady Sacred Woman class, Maymuna, right? And it was okay because, you know, she guided me towards a lot of reading material. She taught me to not only read, but to gain knowledge and take that knowledge and turn it into wisdom. That was the very first person class that I took that I learned that plagiarism is real in the spiritual community. Okay, when I say it's real, that shit is real. And it's so crazy because they're not even like, you would never catch, who can I use for example? You would never catch the hood healer taken from, and I know people know who the hood healer is, right? You will never catch the hood healer taken from the big empress, whatever her name is, the big empress girl, okay? Y'all never catch her taken from that person. And now I'm not saying the hood healer is the thief. Y'all show discernment where y'all want to, or whatever the case is. But if she was to take from somebody, it would be from somebody like me. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that she taking from me, okay? But she would take from somebody that has like a smaller platform, that has like, 800 people, 1,000, even less than 1,000, even maybe 2,000 people. You get what I'm saying? I have 800. So she, whenever I ain't even gonna get into that anyway. Listen, so you would not catch them like stealing from other big platforms where they can like blankly get caught. You would catch like somebody that has a lot of followers taken from spiritualists that are like not really concerned with the internet per se, right? So when it came down to like Maymuna, she actually took a lot of her stuff. And this was like on Facebook, right? This was when I was first on Facebook. She actually got a lot of her information from the internet. Like, you know how like you Google stuff and you go like to page 8 or 9 or something like that? Well, what I would do is, because I would be asking questions and nobody would be answering my questions, because I'm an investigator. If you teaching me something spiritually, I, as a student, I like to ask questions, and I'm not doing it with the intent to, like expose you or do anything like that. Like, I genuinely want to be a student of this occult shit, right? Well, I did want to be a student. I am a student. I'm always a student. I'm a teacher now, but I'm a student, right? And I genuinely was like, hey, like, okay, so we're setting up altars, right? We're setting up altars, but what are these altars for? So, anywho, when it came down for me to get like a reading done by her, this is where I realized like it's something off. It's something off. Look at my forehead. I put some oil on, y'all. I put that protection third eye oil on, okay? I was like, it's something off. She was reading me, and the things that she was saying, I'm like, this is not me. I could hear spirit talking to me and saying, this is not me. This is for you. This is for her, right? And so I asked her, I said, is anybody else in the room with you? And she was like, well, it is somebody in the room with us, but they can't hear us. We're having a private conversation. So I was like, but you're doing a lot of the talking. I was like, you're doing a lot of the talking, which it was, she was reading me. So, of course, she's going to be doing a lot of the talking. But I was like, no, this ain't my energy. So I just continued. I was a little afraid of speaking up at the time. This was over 10 years ago. I was afraid of speaking up at the time. No, this was about 10 years ago. I think I was living over here. So this was about 10 years ago. So, I didn't really want to speak up, right? And this is why we having this conversation, is because there's a lot of people out there that don't want to speak up, okay? They do not want to speak up when it comes to like dealing with these people that have, a lot of followers, and, for the sake of being called, I don't know what the fuck, because like, what the fuck? I'm here to tell y'all, like, I've been under spiritual attack. I lost my whole son to black magic. But I have come to the conclusion that this is my job. This is my contract. I literally have like just dealt with it. I did not sacrifice my son. I never done death magic a day of my life, right? I never even wish, even as a grieving mother, I still, it's like, the thoughts that come to my mind are not even ever wishing anything that I ever been through on my worst fucking enemy, because I don't have enemies. I have rivals. It's a difference. And when you read Solomon's Key, when you read Solomon, the book of Solomon, you realize that there is a difference between a fucking rival and an enemy. I never thought that I had enemies. I know I have rivals, because when I read the motherfuckers that go against me, that try to go against me, I tap into their shit and I realize that they hurt, they're lost. They want to escape their life so that they can have mine. But in this life, the last 100 lives that I lived, they have never been able to escape their birthright. Right. Okay? Just like I've never been able to escape mine. It is what it is. I just gotta do what the fuck I gotta do. Right? So, anywho. So that's what I wanted to say there, right? That's what I wanted to say there about, you know, that incident. So, what happened to the lady? When I was in her class, right? I was actually one of her last class before she, you know, went on vacation, had to take a time out, had to take a break. I was her last class. A part of the Sacred Woman journey is, and I'm grateful that she led me through the Sacred Woman journey. Even though I started doing my own thing on that journey, I started doing my own thing because I realized that she was just a manipulative, money-hungry, scheming ass person in the spiritual community. And that was just a part of what she was doing. Like, it was nothing that I could do to, you know, change her. She would have to, like, change on her own. She would have to make her own decisions and her own, you know, deal with her own karma. Right? And the reason why I knew that in the end of the end, I've always asked God to expose those that go against me, right? With their words, with truth. Even in this prayer that I say, and I said this prayer before I came on here. I'm not going to read the whole prayer because I'm not going to read this whole prayer. I say, please give me courage and strength and protection in speaking and acting in my truth. And I'm talking to Archangel Michael. Okay? And that's it. Like, that's it. So she ended up, while we were on the Sacred Woman journey, she ended up coming out and saying she was about to eat a steak or something. And I'm like, wait, bitch, we supposed to be vegetarian. Yeah. I'm like, we supposed to be vegetarian. How you about to eat a steak? We doing sacred foods. Ain't nothing about a steak sacred. Now, if you choose to eat meat, that's a part of your your alignment or whatever the case is. I don't judge anybody, but that was not on the Sacred Woman journey. You do not eat meat during the Sacred Woman journey. Your body must be pure. The things that you put into your body is pure. There is no meat in the United States right now that's pure, okay? I don't want to get flagged, but I'll probably get flagged for some shit like this. There's no meat right now in the United States that's pure. All those animals that are dying, like, they sad. They sad as fuck. It's not that they sad that they being slaughtered, because even the animals know. It's the fact that they were not treated well and sacrificed correctly before being consumed. All right. So, anywho, I won't get too much on the food shit. So, that's just one person. Like I said, I've been on this journey for a long time, and I've always come under attack behind certain shit. Okay. So, of course, after I said something, and I never mentioned it to anybody else, like, that was in the class. My sister was in the class too. And this was like her third time going along with that, doing the Sacred Woman journey, because she, but I can't speak for her and what her experience was. Just once I point out certain things about readers or about these spiritual teachers and these spiritual leaders, it's like, damn, that shit might be right. You get what I'm saying? There's other people that I have experienced too, where I wasn't advised correctly about tapping into certain entities and dealing with certain entities. they just want your energy. And I am one of the people that's out here that's very powerful, and people want to take my sacred energy, okay? And so the shifts that's happening. The shift is happening that the power is returning back to the people. Okay? Like, not even just the spiritual community. This is a whole overall thing that's happening, where the power is even returning back to people that do not know that they are powerful. Okay? This is why we are seeing so many celebrities being exposed for stealing artists shit. While we are seeing so many, people that are high ranking being exposed by people that work with them and shit like that. Yeah. Real vampires out here. And a lot of people hide behind being spiritualists. Like, and that's the crazy part. Like, they really hide behind being spiritualists. There's this lady that I watch. I think her name is Alice Jones. Let me see. How can I see my history? View channel. History, view all. Yeah, Alice Jones. So it's a lady that I watch. Her name is Alice Jones on here. She was talking about, let me see what video it is. I think it's her clear seeing video. Yeah, I think it's the clear seeing video where she talks about energy vampires. You're welcome. Just trying to get the word out here. So where she talks about energy vampires, and she talks about like how it was something that she had experienced before, where people will send out signals to see if you are actually, as powerful as you are. They can send out like sex signals. They can send out, like, it's all types of signals they can send out. Have you ever experienced like meeting somebody and being like sexually attracted to them, like right off the bat? You like, damn, why am I feeling like this? Like, my body is literally throbbing around this person. And you might think like, oh, this is divinely. But some people are like literally like sex demons, walking sex demons. All right. So now that brings me to this other lady, right? This other lady. Let me first say this. I have this gift that I have never ever been able to figure out like what the name of it is. I'm about to tell y'all what it is, okay? How it goes. And if somebody can help me with it and figuring it out, I still haven't came across like the right person to help me with this gift that I have, right? Oh, you know what? I do know what it is. It's clear continent. It's a gift for knowing. Thank you, Divine. It's a gift for knowing. So, nobody has ever been successful with getting away. Now, they may have been successful at doing, but never being successful at getting away with cheating on me, right? As a woman, as a one woman out here, right? I don't even gotta go look for the shit. I don't gotta go look for it. My intuition just tells me. And I always listen to my gut, right? I be like, that motherfucker cheating on me. Now, once I come to that conclusion and I ask to see, Spirit had always played with me and be like, how you want to see it? I'll be like, I want to see it, right? Never like caught anybody in the act or anything like that, but I'll be like, I want to see it, right? So, being somebody that gets on the internet, there's been times where, and not with my husband, Okay, not with my husband. We've been together 11 years, okay? But there's been times where I would like get online and next thing I know, I'm like, why is this person, my hand's itchy, was like, why is this person like coming to me? Like, who is this? And then I end up going through their stuff and I'm like, oh, okay. I know who this is. Let me back up. I know this is that girl, or this is this experience that I'm getting ready to experience, right? So in 2022, there was this tarot reader, right? I have never gotten a reading from her, ever. Never gotten a reading from her. Now, this is where it gets fun with the shit that I'm experiencing. I don't even want to say now, right? But I'm about to tell y'all, like, I cannot. Indictments are being handed out to people that have attacked people, spiritual people, right? Even as far as, and I'm sidetracking, I'm talking about something else real quick. Even people that, let's say, let me get some cards real quick. We're gonna mix this up because I really want to show discernment with what I'm saying. Those ain't the cards I'm using. You know what? Let me just use my Dowser rods, okay? All right. Thank you so much, Divine. Thank you so much. So, I don't know if I ever use my Dowser rods live, but I'm going to go ahead and use my Dowser rods live. Okay. Thank you so much. Do I have permission to douse? Okay. So, that's a yes. All right. Back to center. Thank you so much. Can you show me a yes answer? Okay. Thank you so much. Back to center. Can you show me a no answer? Thank you so much. Back to center. Okay. All right. Let me see. Am I about to talk about this tarot reader? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Back to center. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So look, it's this girl, right? It's this tarot reader that she on Twitter. And like 2000 and I don't know when it started. It came to my attention. Okay, good to know. You and your youngest son are watching. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna try to watch my words. So in 2000 and then also listen, this live is not made for kids. Okay. I'm gonna say that too. Okay. All right. So in 2022, there was this tarot reader that she didn't come to me. My husband actually had started sending me her stuff, right? And he wasn't the first one because like I said, you know, my spirit team have a way of exposing people, right? And so he wasn't the first one. Actually, my sister sent me her stuff and I never liked the way she talked. Like she talked real, like I cuss. Okay, good job. Make sure you know, keep him protected, not no harm or anything like that. My ears just started ringing. But you want to always keep your baby protected. This right here is shungite. All of my children, they're gifted. All of my children have this. Okay, they wear this. This keeps them protected. Okay, keeps motherfuckers away from them. Like, doop, 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 doop. And it's wrapped in copper. Okay, so my sister started sending me her page, right? And I did a live on this before too. So this ain't my 44 in the on the timer. So she started sending me her page, but I never liked the way she talked. And plus her, like I said, I have a gift of seeing too. So I could see your energy around, okay? This is why I like to look people in their face when they talk to me. And this is why I prefer to like talk live. This is why I like videos. Even like today, I was texting somebody and I was like, hey, can we talk? Like, cause I prefer to like hear. I could hear, I could see, and it just helps me understand who it is or if I'm being played with or manipulated by somebody, right? So my sister would send me her videos and I was like, no, I don't like this girl, right? And so one day my husband started sending me her videos on Twitter. He was like, I don't know what the reason was, but he sent me one of her videos. I was like, I don't like this. Like, I just was like, I don't like her energy. Like, in the spiritual community, we don't need bitches like this, right? And so, but who am I to say who could be in the spiritual community and who can't? Who am I to say that, right? But I am somebody to say, bitch, I'm the motherfucking police, right? So I was like, I'm going to just leave the girl be. So one day, my husband retweets her and he was like, on point. I go listen to the reading because I'm like, this nigga talking about on point. Let me see what she talking about. And baby, she going in. She is going in. It was an Aquarius reading. She going in on it, right? And what she's saying is like some real toxic ass shit about Sagittarius. Now, he an Aquarius, I'm a Sagittarius. And I'm like, the fuck? Like, so I retweeted responding to him attached with her. And I say, what part applies? Like, which part was on point? Because even listening to the reading, I'm like, this especially don't apply to your life. Like, what is you talking about, right? But as a woman, I was like, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe my nigga is unhappy, right? But then I was like, this shit ain't his life. Like, nigga, this ain't your life. So I was like, maybe he just boosting her up because she also be a little naked on the internet and shit, right? So I was like, maybe he just boosting her up or something, right? Thank you. So I just was like, okay, whatever, right? But when I replied, she had erased the tweet. So when she erased the whole tweet, I'm like, this bitch erased her whole motherfucking reading because I replied. Now I got to keep an eye on you because what you doing, right? Fast forward. I slid in her DMs after letting her go on and on about her Aquarius twin flame, whatever the case is, and his karmic. I slid in her DMs like, bitch, is you talking about me? Is you talking about my nigga? Because I need to know, right? So she was like, no, I have my own twin flame. And I got this all in the DM. So I was like, because this shit sound real personal. And spirit, when I say like spirit was on my ass about her. And I'm like, why? Because I don't fuck with this girl. She don't fuck with my man. Like, why? So then I let the shit slide too many times, right? I guess I let the shit slide too many times. So I finally had slid in her DMs again because I'll be watching her shit on YouTube. I slid in her DMs again and I was like, hey, everything done in the dark gonna eventually come to the light. Because now I'm a reader, right? Now I'm coming from the spiritual community. I'm not speaking from a point of this being my husband, this being my family. But I felt under attack, right? I felt like, you shouldn't be, because I want to keep this message on point to what I'm saying. You should not, when you're getting a reading done, you should not always be talking negative, okay? You shouldn't even really, in the collective reading, you should not even be like, it's so crazy. Like, you cannot be that negative. You cannot. Like, These are energy vampires. The people that talk like that are energy vampires. Okay. So, let me go to my other. I need to go to my other Instagram so that I could get to the tweet that I said. So, it's so crazy because, okay. So I said story time about how I was bullied by a fake twin flame reader for over a year. This was in 2023. When I checked her, she turned into a sheep. When I say fake, it's because she's never met her twin flame, right? And that was something that I had read in her, was she created this whole twin flame shit, you know, because she wanted a twin flame, whatever the case is. So she wanted my husband to be her twin flame. When I say, like, when you chosen and you in a kingdom marriage relationship, people don't know what this shit consists of. Like, they don't know. I'm not fighting to stay in this relationship. We ain't even fighting. Like, we not fighting each other, but we fighting entities out here that we don't even fucking know, starting with this hoe, right? So when she was attacking our relationship, it was to make us break up. It was to make us fight. But my husband never, ever, ever backed down, never gave up on me. Like, when I say, like, I was like, hey, you don't know this bitch? Da, 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 da. He like, no, I don't know her. I don't know her. And I'm like, you gotta know her. The shit that she's saying, you gotta know. But let me tell y'all what happened. Okay, because I want to stay on point. Oh, and let me read y'all her response. This was her response when I had called her out. And I don't know why I can't see what I had said, but I don't know why. She said, I'm gonna cover this. This is the long post that the girl wrote. Okay. This was her response back to me. She said, laughing. I guess I could just screenshot this. Because I don't want to. This is the long ass post. Okay. This is the post of somebody that's innocent. Okay. This is the post of somebody that wanted to be innocent in this whole thing. That, like, I told her, hey, I know you lying about my husband being your twin flame. But this wasn't even the whole thing. Let me tell y'all something. So she had found out that his dad, I mean, not his dad, that his mom was deceased, because I talk on Twitter. I talk about this. His mom is one of my spirit guides. His mother is in this house. You get what I'm saying? So she actually is one of my spirit guides. She came to me long before we even met. I'm in that nigga birth chart, okay? It's so crazy. She is with my son that is deceased. Like, when I was trying to decide whether I wanted to come on here and talk or not, right? When I wanted to say certain things, I went to the altar. I keep looking over because I have an altar over there and I have a light going, and it's dark, but the light is like talking as much as I'm talking, right? I look to the light and she's like, I'm here too. that's why it was like kind of, I'm like, do I talk about this? And she's like, I'm here. I'm gonna guide you. We're gonna talk very slow. We might talk long, might talk slow, whatever the case is, but I'm here. I'm gonna guide you, right? What made me even say anything and call her out is because she had lied to her collective and told them that his mother came to her in a dream twice and said I had something to do with her, that I did black magic and I had something to do with her death. This shit is so wild. It's so, that's dangerous. That's very dangerous. But anyway, so she told her collective that. But the crazy part is, I'm like, well, how did she know his mom was deceased? But then I had went back and I had been talking. This was when his mother first had showed up. That's cute. So this is when his mother had just showed up and was like, you know, saying stuff or whatever to me. And I was like, who is this woman in the house? And then she finally identified herself. But she came with a message, okay? Anywho, that she would be by my side this whole time. Which now I see I'm a grieving mother. She's a grieving mother in the spirit because she's not with her son. And I'm a grieving mother in the physical because I'm not with my son, right? So we come together and we heal other people, okay? So the final draw was when the girl had said that I had something to do with his mother's death, that I did black magic to get rid of her so I could have her son. I'm like, this is too much. I can't keep letting this bitch lie to the community like this. Like, she gonna have people out here thinking that it's okay to do certain shit and to say certain shit. Bitch, they know you lying. And whoever her readers are, they lying with the hoe too. Okay? So I was like really irritated. So I finally called her out. And this is what she had said. Okay. She said, laughing my ass off, girl, OMG. Like, shut the fuck up. Stop being agitating. You need a real job. All that black magic you doing got you out here hurt and bothered. You need to tell people why you are really mad. These people know who the real is here, and you are definitely not one of them. Doing black magic and all types of shit to ruin people's lives, including my twin flame that's been stuck in that crazy ass relationship with your raggedy ass, demonic ass for years, bitch. He wasn't seeing it until he met me. You had that man out here sleepwalking with all that black magic you do. I know him. I let him know exactly what you're doing, and you're doing that crazy shit to him. Fucking his money up and playing with his mind. You met your match, hoe, because if it wasn't for me letting him know, he'll still be fucked up out here. You've been stalking and plotting for years. You've been stalking and plotting for years, ever since we met, and now you're being exposed and getting left. So just admit that you're mad and go. Stop with the fake made up plots, stupid. Everybody see who you are. Just like my reading said, you're the one looking dumb here. So please, sis, stop doing all that black magic. It's definitely backfiring, and it's got you out here looking weak as fuck. All your shit you're doing ain't gonna change shit between me and that man. I don't care if that's your husband of 20, 30, or 50 years. The only reason why y'all are together is because of the magic. Let's be clear. The lying you're doing is sick. Instead of doing all of this, you need to be checking into a mental institution, goofy ass weirdo. You want to be in my shoes so bad, been making fake pages, etc. You could never be a divine feminine, empress, or none of that because you're hateful, silly, ratchet mess, hurting other people, throwing your rock and hiding your hand. Now, skedaddle, bitch, I got shit to do. My twin flame will be one of those things. Bye, loser. She wrote this, and me and my husband was on our way out of town. We was on our way to Vegas. So I had decided to call her out right before we was going to Vegas, because he had posted that he was getting on a plane, but he didn't, say, oh, I'm going here, I'm going there, or whatever the case is. So I thought that was very funny. She thought I was getting left. Now, he doesn't follow a lot of people online. He didn't follow her after I had told her to had told him to like block her. Lo and behold, before this, I was like, block this hoe. She getting on my nerves. Block her. So oh yeah, I want to talk about this too. Okay. So it was like a lot of stuff or whatever, and I was like, this bitch is psycho. So after that message happened, I was like, oh, we were getting ready to go the following day. So this was like before. And but I was like posting about it and everything because I was getting ready to take a trip. So I was like, I'm safe in the sky. Okay? I'm safe. So anywho, what happened? We end up making a video, right? Because she said that I hacked his Twitter because he don't have a lot of followers. Like, he follow more people than, that follow him. So she said I hacked his Twitter. She said I did a whole bunch of stuff. So I was like, I'm about to, when I say that I waited 2 years, I am a Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio. But my Sagittarius is in tropical. I am a Scorpio in Vedic, which is where I study at, right? So I am going to investigate to and Sagittarius is all about higher knowledge. I'm going to beat you at your own game every single time because I will sit back and let you dig yourself into a hole. And that's what I did for 2 years. I sat back and was like, evidence. It was not to prove that she was trying to talk to him. It was to prove that she's one of the liars, the big liars in the spiritual community, right? She ain't the only one, though. She ain't the only one. I have literally asked people to help me with this girl. Nobody. It was almost like they're afraid. They was like, oh, I don't want to. They didn't say anything to me. But like, even the people that I have talked to, and when I say people, I think it's been like 2 or 3 people. One person blocked me. When I told her, like I said, it's been 2 years where I was like building up. And I'm like, I seen this on another person's page. So I know she's still in tweets. I know she's like taking other people's stuff. Like, on Twitter, you can do your collective readings on Twitter, and then you go to YouTube, and people are like talking. So this is when I astro travel, okay, because I did my homework, okay, and I know how to astro travel. When I did my homework and I came to her house, the first thing that I was advised was do not talk, do not touch, do not, make any noise, to just slide into her house so you could see how she was doing this. Because I was like, how is she getting this information, right? And my spirit team had told me, the spirit team that I was listening to, okay? Because there was a part of my spirit team that I was not obeying, that I was not listening to. And that was my I don't know how to explain it, okay? Because you have different people on your spirit team. You have your ancestors. That's your first goal, is your ancestors. You have your deities. You have your ascended masters. You have your spirit guides. You have big dog guide, your big dog guide, right? So you have different people that's on your spirit team, different aspects. You got angels, you got archangels. You have demons too. You understand? There's different people that you are born with that you choose to listen to who you want to listen to. I was not listening to my ancestors. Okay. I was solely working with us. Look, my mouth is. I wasn't listening to all my ancestors, the ones that walk my side, because I was listening to an ancestor that did not have my best interest. Because that ancestor had passed away and got killed. The girl that attacked me, her name is Eva. My grandmother name is Eva. My grandmother was killed by a man. Was killed by a man, and that man wanted revenge. He literally haunted my grandmother's soul because my great grandmother put a spell on him when he killed her daughter. So my grandmother was not able to reincarnate fully, right? She's only able to do certain things, but I had to do so much work to, help her soul rest. I had to do certain work, right? And this is how you do ancestral healing. Ancestral, how you do mantras and stuff to, help with your ancestral debt. This is why I was born with no debt. It's not so much work. It's really not a lot of work. It's not a lot of work. It's just all about if you want to do it. It's really not. Ancestral veneration is not a lot of work. It's about whether you want to do it. It's part of my everyday routine. It's definitely a roller coaster ride, but I grew up in Detroit. We went to Cedar Point all the time. I love Six Flags. I'm taking my kids to Disney World. I'm here for the ride, baby. Hands up. Ah! You see my shirt, Mickey Mouse? It's my favorite entity. Okay? I love roller coaster rides because they're going to take you high. They're going to take you low. They're going to take you high. They're going to take you low. But at the end of the day, you cannot say you did not live free. Okay? So, anywho, it was, I was listening to an ancestor that did not have my best interest, okay? And so it was like literally, it was crazy for me. It was real crazy for me. And so once I realized how to distinguish between the ancestors that had my best interest and the ones that did not, which was not until I experienced my son passing. I had to clean out my house. I had like over 30 spirits over here. But anyway, that was my doing. No problem, right? I can handle it, no problem. But now y'all can't be in here. Y'all ain't tell me everything I needed to know about this bitch. But anyway, I astral traveled to her house, to her round where she is, and I could see what she did. She made a pact with the entity to harm me, to try to take me out. She made a pact with him. She made a pact with him in the last life. And so she had to fulfill her duties this lifetime. In this lifetime, she tried to destiny swap with me because she realized, like, who I was. She was like, oh, well, if she gonna be taken out and she gonna experience death anyway, let me try to take her powers so that I'll have her powers before she died, before she killed herself. Because the bitch, she wished suicide on me. She was trying to, like, it was days where I was being spiritually attacked. And this is like the warning for everybody. Okay? Trigger warning here. There was a moment where I was like, damn, I really don't want to live this life anymore. And I had all my kids. My baby wasn't, deceased then. And I was like, I really don't want to live anymore. I went to every last single academy to buy a gun. Every last single academy. And I'm like, I can't believe I was about to do this. Every last single academy to go buy a gun. And nobody would sell me a gun. Nobody would sell me a gun because God was working in my favor that day. Was like, what are you doing? And I remember driving. You have to rap to get to my house. You got to go around the whole fucking United States, right, to get to my house. So I remember driving, and I just like bust out crying, and I was like, why? Why am I feeling like this? Like, I have these beautiful children. I have a wonderful husband that takes care of me. I got, money. I got everything like that I need. Like, I'm provided for. We got food in our refrigerator. I grew up not like this. It's a lot that I've been through. And I was like, why am I feeling all this? Like, I've done inner child healing. I've done this. I've done that. Why am I feeling like this? So then I remember a deity coming to me, Balamuki. I remember her coming to me and she told me, you know, just be quiet. Just be quiet. Don't say anything. Don't speak. Don't say anything. Let me handle it. And I remember dreaming about going through the spiritual realm. Like I was asleep in a dream. And I remember somebody coming to a door looking for me. And they was like, she not here. But I was there. I was on a couch. Like I was on this couch. And I remember them saying, she's not here. And they was like, well, I know she in there. And it was like, this bitch looking for me. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, no, you not in my dreams looking for me. I woke up so irritated. And I went to go do something, right? I went to go, like, say something. And I remember the deity coming to me in my living room saying, nah. We got it. We see her. She showed up. You get what I'm saying? So she showed up and showed herself. So after that happened, I went to Haiti for a little while, right? I went to Haiti for a little while. And when I was in Haiti, I was experiencing so many women that did not like me. So many women. And I didn't understand why, because I'm like, bitch, what? What I do to y'all? I ain't do shit to y'all, whatever. So, you know, they just had attitude problems or whatever the case is. Not in Haiti. These people were from the United States that went to Haiti with us. But, like, they were talking about me because I missed my flight. Like, you know, it was everything preventing me from getting to Haiti when it was time to go. So, it was just a lot of women. I have friends. You got friends too. You got a friend in me. So, it was a lot of shit that was like preventing me from getting to Haiti. And so when I finally had got over there, like Spirit was telling me to be quiet, that, you know, I got something planned. Then when I came back, like I had a dream over there about somebody named Sean. The girl name that tagged me, her name is Sean Eva. I had a dream about her and how, I won't get into the dream, but when I came back, I was able to see her true form and who she was. So I'm like, this bitch is an entity. Everybody ain't reincarnate as a human here. So this is how the indictments is coming down. If you are not a human here on this earth right now, and you have been doing things to harm the collective, the indictments are coming down. Like, you are experiencing karma firsthand. A lot of y'all is gonna come back, and I know people come and watch my videos after they be then posted and stuff. People are going to be experiencing so much fucking karma, and I just wish them, you know, like when you, because I've done things in my life. Like, I'm not saying that I'm like completely innocent or anything like that. Now I live a very honest life. But back in the day, that's how I got this scar on my face, not living an honest life, okay? This scar go from the tip of my eyebrow and it came all the way down to my lip. This was from me not living an honest life. Okay? And I learned my lesson. Did I learn my lesson right after this scar? No. Did I bump my head too many times? Bitch, I bumped my head on this chair so many times. I bumped my head up under this motherfucking table. Okay? I think I just bumped my head on this damn light up here earlier. Okay? I bump my head all the time. But I always show discernment and I always take accountability. So I have given this girl so many times to take accountability. And that's all she had to do. That's it. I don't even understand somebody. If I ever stole anything from anybody, and I never stole a man though. She ain't never steal my man either, but I never wanted to take anybody else's man. In the spiritual community, you cheating, it's not a sin, but you know, in E5 say you shouldn't lay with your brother's wife. Happy birthday, baby. Hold on, don't come in my camera.
I'm 10 years old.
You're not 10.
I'm as tall as you.
You ain't taller than me. Now go to sleep so it can be your birthday for real at 11/11.
Okay.
It's my baby birthday, y'all. I think that's good. My candle crazy. Yeah. So, it's my baby birthday. My Aquarius. I love my Aquariuses. So, yeah, I've never ever in my life like not taken accountability. Whenever I do something to somebody, I take accountability. And that's the thing. Like, thank you. It's my birthday too. Even though it ain't until later. Look, my baby was born way later. So it's just a part of it's a part of life or whatever. You gotta know when to apologize or just like step up, especially if you were born to be a leader. So now let's get back to the original thing. I said people are waking up and realizing that, a lot of us have spiritual gifts. I think this is what I think. I think in the beginning she didn't realize like the power that she holds. I don't think in the beginning. I think she just wanted to be popular to begin with, right? And so by wanting to be popular and then her blowing up, cuz she got a lot of followers and shit, right? By her blowing up, she was like, "Oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this." But like you about to be used as an example. You getting ready to be used as an example the same way, P. Diddy was used as an example when Cassie called his ass out. The same way Oprah getting used as an example with Monique calling her out. And, so many other people in the spiritual community. Because these people, you supposed to be helping. You supposed to be healing. You're supposed to be helping people discover their gifts. But you steady online giving these toxic readings, talking about the third party this, the third party that. These bitches is getting their ass whooped. Let me tell you something. If a man is cheating on a woman, right? No, that's not even it right there. Because that's not even what I want to say. If a man make a choice to stay with somebody, who are you to say that that's not where he belongs? Because you're a tarot reader. When me and my husband was like first together, when we was first in a relationship together, I never wanted to get married again. He wanted to be married. I never wanted to be married again, right? Because I was married before to a Libra. So now I'm with an Aquarius, right? And I got a Gemini Chiron. So I'm like air signing it out, right? Aquarius is in my third house, which is Gemini. Okay. I never wanted to like be married until there was a deity that came to me. One of these mother deities came to me and was like, "Are you not gonna do this contract?" And I'm like, "What contract?" They like, "Y'all have work to do. Y'all have real work to do." And I'm like, "We doing it. We raising our family together, And it was like, "No, success comes with partnership." I'm like, "Partnership? We partners." They like, "That's not it. I promise you." The next day, he told me in a text message, he was like, "I want to marry you, Alexis. I don't want to do this. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to break up. I don't want you sleeping on the couch. I don't want to sleep on the couch. I don't want to go to my dad's house. I want to." And this was all in the midst of me and this girl going back and forth because I was like, this bitch got to know this nigga. He was like, "I want to marry you." So I'm like, this shit mad weird. Huh? brother in there. He about to get him. They about to pass some love taps. That's crazy. So, I'm like, okay, but you want to marry me, but he like, look, I don't want to be with nobody else. I want to be with you. So we could get married right away. So I'm like, okay. We didn't get married right away. I started having toothaches. Like I started having toothaches. And I started looking up like, what does the teeth mean? Why am I having these toothaches and stuff? So it was a lot of black magic going on at the time to keep me from saying yes. Look, I just split the deck. So this is balance. This is the Temperance card. And this is the Star card. This is Aquarius. This is Sagittarius. This Aquarius. Okay? Y'all see that? This, when I tell you this my man, that's my man. No matter which way I look, that's my man. Okay? God he gonna always show me like, hey, can't nobody take this from you. Okay? We were reincarnated to do this work. I'm in this man birth chart. And I'm like, and my son that just came in here and said, you know, it's his birthday. He only 9 years old. Okay, he's 9 years old today. He's only 9 years old. He been in his birth chart since 1993. Okay. The day that we met is in this man birth chart as a dasha. My ears is ringing. This is something that I could not ignore. I did not know all of this when me and him first got together. I didn't know shit about birth charts. All I knew was energy. And we literally both always come back together. This is that marriage that people want to have. And we stay fighting for it. Like, no, you cannot take this from us. Okay. We have been through so much. And if we were ever to separate and go our separate ways, we're still going to be connected. We're still going to be connected, whether he in heaven and I'm down here, whether I'm down here and he in heaven. I mean, look, I said that twice. Whether I'm in heaven or he in heaven. I always tell him, reach out and bring me a box of L's, okay? Even though we don't smoke no more. We've been through a lot of shit. Okay? A lot of shit. So, anywho. Indictments. Indictments are coming the fuck down. Not just for her, for a lot of people. A lot of people that are out here frauding, deceiving the spiritual community. I'm going to always speak on this. I'm not going to talk about it in all my lives and all my readings and shit like that. I am going to talk about it though when it comes to just making people aware. Right? Making people aware. So I'm about to close up this live and then I am going to set my phone up and then I'm going to do a reading, okay, about, what people are getting ready to experience and what's coming forth. I am going to close this up. I am. Because I like the videos to be separate. I like the videos to be separate, one, so I can go back and add timestamps. Look at that. Look, so I can go back and add timestamps to the readings. Okay. So I hope, what do I hope? The first thing that I pray and I hope is that we can stop fighting each other and we can actually, come together in this community and resolve a lot of the spiritual warfare that's going on for real. Okay? This is not a popularity contest. This is not a who can get who, man, this and that. This is literally about not only like inner peace. It's about inner peace first, and then it's about world peace next. Okay? I don't know what that wouldn't be fair for me to say if I say I don't know something. Because I know what I know and y'all know what y'all know. But it's very important that we literally like come together to... Y'all can't keep hurting people, relationships and loved ones and shit like that. Like I said, I lost my baby to black magic. That was a contract. And this is something that I said to this girl on my Twitter today, because like I said, 12-12. This is something I said to this girl that was on my Twitter. My son, my oldest son, when he was here, Sakai. Okay, when Sakai was here, when he was here physically, okay, I would say, I would call him dad, right? Because I'd be like, you was such an old man. Like, he was only 16, but he was such an old man. Like, he eat rice and eggs and shit like that. Like, he'd be like, fry me an egg and put it in the rice. I'm like, that's it. Like, it's not fried rice. You don't want to fry rice, whatever the case is, right? Like, he was just such an old man. And I knew that I met him and knew him. I always tell my kids, like, I met y'all before. They are so familiar to me. Like, we have the relationship like this. Even like my husband, I'm like, I know you, right? Like, so familiar. Ever since we met with each other, we have always said, like, you mine. You the one for me. We gonna be together. He would never say forever, but I would say forever. He'd be like, no, you gonna leave me. I'm not leaving you. I'm not going nowhere. Whatever it is, we're going to fight through it. We're going to work through it. Like, you don't even realize that I live for unconditional love and complete freedom. So I plan to give you that, and you got to give me that shit back, right? So, anywho, my son he chose me. Your children choose you. You don't choose your children. You're not up there in the sky. They're up there and up there in the sky. My baby came from a star. Okay? He came from a star. And one day I am going to break down his birth chart and his death chart. My ears ringing again. Because that's something that he is asking me to do, just so that people can recognize, like where you come from and where you going back to. So he's not going to be reincarnated back here either. Like, he's not. Okay. And being a Gemini Chiron, I have to recognize that I am living without my twin. Okay. Even though, I say at the beginning of this video, I said my other son was my twin. That's my physical look-alike twin. But my twin flame is my oldest son. Okay, that I had. That's me and him have shared way more lifetimes than anybody I've come in contact with. Because we live the most lifetimes. Oh, hey Gemini. So we live the most lifetimes together. We're all kinfolks though. We all are kin. We all share a kinship. So I haven't been able to tie the relationship between my other children and me, like whether they was my brothers, my sisters, in my most recent lifetime. But I do know that my son was my twin flame. We didn't, like, people gotta realize what a real twin flame is. It's not necessarily that man that you with. That's the other thing. Like, bitch was attacking me about a twin flame, and I'm like, bitch, you don't even know your twin flame yet. You don't recognize who your twin flame is, because you don't even really know what a twin flame is. Like, you sit up here, she got a whole nother twin flame now. A whole nother twin flame now. But he just the victim. I feel sorry for him, but whatever. I mean, I don't want to say whatever. He'll wake up and realize she just want a baby, so she can cover up this whole corrupt thing that she did. Okay, she just want a baby. Succubus. Anywho, because like I said, everybody ain't reincarnated as a human. She's a succubus. So, and I back up everything that I say. Oh, see, there you go. My eldest son is my mom's brother. Yeah, that's how it be. That's how it be. So, that's who I thought one of my sons was my mother's brother, until he passed away. Because I'm a medium. So when he passed away, I was able to recognize who he was. Not recognize, but I was able to put who he was in my life. He told me. He told me, even though I didn't want to hear it. Ah! I'm like, no, I need you. But anywho. So and especially with me finding out that he wasn't, gonna be reborn, reincarnated again. It really just like kind of and then I'm told I'm not being reincarnated anyway. So oh, that's sad. Well, condolences, So anywho, so what was I saying? I lost my thought. I don't know. So yeah, I'm going to close this out and I'm going to do the reading, and then I'm gonna do a reading like basically to kind of, let people know like what's happening, what's getting ready to happen. I'm gonna try not to like curse and be so negative or whatever the case is, but I do know that it's something big coming. It's so calm right now, mostly because Aquarius is in Mars, and I'm so calm, cool, collective, and I know that she the girl that I call out in this video. She gonna watch it, she gonna look at it, she gonna come across it. She always do. She be acting like she don't be looking at my shit, but I know she do. And then plus she do readings, and if you check out her page, she actually did. I put a truth spell on her. Now, does the truth spell mean that she always tell the truth? No, because as a reader and as a person that's listening to her, because I still listen to her shit, okay? As a and she know I do too. She know I do. So she lucky that I like kind of took a step back at like adding her on the internet and stuff, but only because I have a job to do, right? And I have to continue my job. I can't keep battling her like this. I'm smart. I'm very smart and very calculated. So I am going to use and do what, and be led by spirit when dealing with her. Because, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Because she did black magic on me before. She paid somebody to do black magic. And she told people in her collective that I did death magic on her, and I did voodoo and hoodoo and all that stuff. I tap into everything, right? But I do not do death magic. I do not wish death on anybody at all. When my here we go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do I do death magic? Okay. Back to center. That's a no. Okay. That's a no. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Was death magic done on me? Okay. Back to center. Sakai, are you here with me? Okay, thank you so much. Back to center. And these are Dowser rods, okay? These are Dowser rods. They just swing. There's no way. Only way to manipulate them is if my hands was like right here or whatever. These are my very first divination tool before I ever picked up cards, pendulum, anything. Dowser rods were the first thing that I really got. I had a set of cards, but I wasn't a tarot reader, okay? At the time, I would only use the cards like for myself, but I could pick these Dowser rods up and I can hear clearly. It's so crazy because when I say here, it's not here. It's actually here that I feel like I hear from when I am doing my Dowser rods. My ears are actually ringing right now, so I'm not even, I'm tuning in, but it's like here. They want me to ask more questions, like they want me to say more things so that I could, do this dowsing here. I've used my Dowser rods to do Reiki healing. I use my Dowser rods to clear and close up portals in my home. that entities come through, low vibrational entities come through. I've had a portal right here that I just closed up. Okay, because I sit here and I do my readings, and I kept going like this, and this wall had got a stain on it. And I was looking in the camera one day, and I'm like, is it a stain on my wall? Like, I wasn't live, I was just like getting the camera set up, and I could see that it was a stain on the wall. And I'm like, I moved my table from that way because it used to be turned around, right? It used to be turned around where the table used to be. The table used to be over here, but I had an altar back here. I had two altars back here, and I moved those altars. You know, I had to move those altars because that's where the entities or energy will come through. And I'm saying energy, but that's where the entities will come through, and they will eat on my altars, like eat from my altars. And it wasn't for them, it was like my ancestor altar was over there, and then I had a spiritual altar over there as well. So I had to like clean everything up, you know, take everything down. And I worked with let me put those down. I worked with a mumbo, not to clean my house, but to clean up myself, to clean up my aura, to clean up my head and everything. And that's how I was effectively able. And I just felt the 1-2 right there, because whatever. Okay. So that's how I was able to like literally like clean up my area from the work that I do. And people will come and drop their fucking ancestors off in my house, and or their ancestors would stay, or they spirit people from their spirit team will stay here because I feed my ancestors. I do ancestral veneration. I'm a healer. And then afterwards, as a healer, when I first started, I wasn't properly cleansing myself. I would be so tired, so drained, that I wouldn't say wash my hands, but I wasn't doing proper hygiene stuff as a spiritualist afterwards. Okay. And that was a big thing. Y'all got to make sure y'all washing your hands. I wash my hands, but you got to make sure you washing your hands. One thing that my son did a lot, I gotta stop saying my son because I got like 3 of them, right? 3 to 5 of them. But one thing that Sakai did a lot was wash his hands. And I will always be like, why you wash your hands so much? He will wash his hands all the time. So when I am now working with him, one thing he reminds me to do is wash my hands. Like before I start, I thought, you know, when I'm done, like go wash your hands. If you ain't washing nothing else on your body, you need to make sure you washing your hands in cold water. Okay? Girl, congratulations. Okay? So yeah, I think that's it. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and close this up and go ahead and do my reading. And I will be back. Okay? I will be back. I'm going to, when I'm doing my readings, I don't like my face to be in a camera. Now I don't, because I am channeling and I have my spirit team around me, and sometimes I look ugly. I ain't even gonna lie. I be looking ugly. I'm like, okay. So yeah. Y'all, this is a picture of me when I went to Haiti. Okay, that's a picture of me when I went to Haiti. I'm going to show y'all a picture of my son, too. Okay. This is a picture of my son. That's when I had short hair. That's my baby. That's the guy. Ain't he just so beautiful? Okay, y'all see that chair he in? That's my baby. So yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and get started on this reading. And then this should be fun. So what's to come? All right, bye y'all. Love y'all.